Stop it with this bullshit about college ain't for everybody. College ain't for nobody. Okay? The academic rigor is no different than what you've already been through. Let me tell you why college ain't for nobody. Because you never gave your kids no goddamn freedom. You never gave their ass no damn responsibility. Then they get out in the world and they're more pressed about partying than studying. They have no discipline. That's the part that makes college not for everybody. They have no discipline, coupled with the fact that you have made it easy for them to come back home. When you send your children off to college, make sure you let they ass know the next time I am coming to pick you up, it is with a cap, gown, diploma, and a U-Haul truck to unpack your apartment. My daddy made it perfectly clear, baby. Once I moved out and went to college, you can't come back here. You can't come back here. And for those of you parents who don't know, I am telling you the way it's supposed to be when you send your kids off to college. You're gone. You cannot come back here.
I disagree with that.
I don't agree with the you can't come back here, but I do think that, especially if you didn't go to college, I think that you should help and rally up a support team for your child. Send them care packages. I'm proud of you. I know this tough. Send them random text messages, phone calls. Go see them if you can. Everybody's family and parents can't, depending on how far. But those little things and nuggets, like I remember all the times my mom came to hang out with me just to come get me to go get some food or take me to the mall or come get me some groceries. Like, it's a lot more to it outside of homework. Just like he said, it's really about discipline and learning how to adult and figure things out. You have to figure out how to balance this with that, which is what you do in life. How do you balance having a family? How do you balance working? How do you balance friendships? How do you balance relationships? How do you balance all these different things? So, and I'm Cybershortieee. Can you please?
But no, okay. So it is not just you can't come home, because my kids can stay with me forever. I don't care if they got a corporate job.
But your kid could be in college and live at home.
Yeah, but even if I know our stuff is expensive. Now, the thing is, I do have to, one of the ways to give your kids some responsibilities to start treating them older than what they are and letting them know, hey, if you make this decision, these will be your consequences. And a lot of people don't even prepare the kids to go to school, and they don't even invest in the education during school, and then they want to go to school, but they've been in piss poor schools their whole life.
Me. Got there and was like, whoa.
Yeah, I don't know how to study. What is this?
What are you talking about? Yeah.
So you got that going on.
But that's why I think it's also important for you to be strategic about what
school you go to?
Yeah, and what perks can they offer you? Because sometimes they don't offer you nothing besides just being a big branded name.
And I'll say, like, college can be for people, but sometimes they're not mature enough to go.
At that time.
My brother should never did the quarter system his first go at school. I said, Mom, I know y'all want to let him feel like he's grown now, but he's 18. It's hard to ask an 18-year-old what they want to do for the rest of their life. Make him go to that community college for that first year to get ingratiated to working to college, going to it, and doing that stuff. I was like, then if he do good there, let him go to LA Tech. I'm like, I'm just God gifted, and I got through. After my first year, and I think I lost my top scholarship, I said, C's get degrees. But I wasn't really struggling in school. I just struggled my first quarter because Mom did the financial aid wrong, so I didn't have none of the stuff I needed to succeed that first quarter. And so I pretty much was playing catch up. And then I think the first quarter of my sophomore year, I did something stupid. All my classes was on 2 days out of the week.
You thought you was eating down home. You got classes 2 days.
And if anybody's familiar with the quarter system, your classes are longer than typical regular semesters. So these are like 2-hour classes.
All day? You was probably in class till 9.
Nah, it was starting in the morning. I had like 2, had my time I'd do lunch, and then that one more in the evening. By the evening time, I'm sleepy. So it's all that stuff that I wasn't aware of and nobody really put me on game about. I think by that time I was already using Rate My Professor. But shoot, Alexis will tell you about them boring teachers we had, because we did the same undergrad. And so we was both college of business, actually. But I did good in my college of business classes. I just didn't like anything that wasn't around computers or stuff I was going to do on the day-to-day. I was like, well, I'm taking geology.
Please don't get me started. Because why was I in the mind?
Why am I back in British Lit?
Why was I in the mind in my geology class?
No, that's fun though.
No, that's not.
That's fun. That's fun. I would love to go to a mine instead of like our instructor. He taught like the clear eye guy from whatchamacallit.
Mine was cool, but he wasn't cool enough.
So Bill says, "Hey, that's what took him forever to get his degree. No discipline going in." My 9-year-old made the baked beans for the cookouts today. Hey, shout out to him though.
I know that's right. Train them up.
Hey, got to. Cause honestly, that's the other thing. A lot of these, like, a lot of us grew up a little faster, so we could take care of ourselves. I used to tell my brother, this is like 2020 when I was back in town, 2021. He was going through that stage of like not listening. So I was like, hey man, something happened to mom and dad right now. Can you take care of yourself? He thought about it, looked at me. No. I said, well, shut up.
Well, shut up is sending me.
Like, if you could take care of yourself, you got all the right to talk. If you can't, no, because that's the other part of being treated as an adult. Being able to take care of yourself, but also making adult-like decisions.
Mm-hmm.
If your parents still got to follow up behind you like you were a child, you will get treated as such. It don't matter if you 30. If you still act like you 18, that's how you're going to get treated. And kids have a hard time understanding, hey, I'm not 18 no more, but you still act like it. You still saying, hey, I'm short on my bills. Can you help me out?
That part right there.
That's where all this stuff going to. Mm-hmm. And if it ain't for you, you can come back home, but you're going to have to get a job and be productive.
Yeah.
And if you want to stream, you can do that when you off work, but you're going to have to work.
But if you got to come back home, you still need discipline and structure.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's about.
And that's when you have to, and this is where it gets to, okay, all right, you don't like my rules? Go somewhere else where they're going to let you do what you want to do. Go. And so when you do that and they got to weigh it out, they're like, shh, do I got somewhere to go?